Hiya, my name's Nick. Welcome to the Bear's Paws. What can I get you?
Hello, hello, can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you let me know? No. No, not early. Not early. Well, yes, early. Why is my PC showing 1 minute past 8 and my phone showing 1 minute to 8? Something gone wrong here, man. Something gone wrong. This is bullshit, man. Sound. Rocking the hottest Sugar Skull merch. Link is... I haven't got a fucking clue where the link is, to be honest with you. Come on, Botrix, wake up. It's there somewhere, isn't it? It'll be in... If you're on the chat, it'll be in the chat. So, it'll be there. I was pissing around earlier on, and I think I've ruined one or two pieces of bits and stuff. So, things will go wrong tonight. They will go wrong. And you know what? If you do, to hell with the consequences. Who cares? Prost. Cheers. Slange. Yeki da. What were you saying, Mandy? What were you saying there? Yes, because it's probably looking at it thinking, why is he there so early? The melty faced dickhead. Yep. So how you doing? How you doing, Mandy? Okay, are you? You're all right. How are we? Kirsty, how's things? You okay? And greetings and salutations to our southern correspondent, the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, Saphodimus and Pliers. How are we all? Are we all right? Are we all groovy? Are we all sound? I have had 2 proper lie-ins. My daughter didn't go out on Saturday night because they're going away on holiday in an aeroplane. I haven't got a fucking clue when it is. Fortnight, is it? Fortnight-ish. So yeah, they're saving a bit of money because they need it for the Dwayne Eddies for when they're over in Tenerife. Lucky sods. That also means I get 10 days where I'm not up in the morning. I haven't got to pick her up from work, and I haven't got to pick her up at the weekend, so I will catch up on more sleep. I needed it badly, man. I needed it badly. So I've done nothing. Definitely Pliers. You can't forget Pliers. Pliers is a massive part of the operation, and it should be Saphademon and Etchers. It should be. Maybe one day it will be. If Jeff turns up, it will be Saf, a demon, and lots of stuff. Yep. Happy rabbity birthday. Hopefully there will be a few more turning up. I know our Jinxie sent a message earlier saying that she might not be able to make it because of life things getting in the way. So we may be a couple of 2 or 3 late, but it's Sunday. It's free and easy night, man. No bigger dealers, as they say in Japan. We'll get there though. Jesus, suffering. Do you know what? I got up earlier on and my ma and dad both said, wrap up warm, it's freezing today, and I've been hot all day. I thought, oh, it must be the house. Must be the house that feels like a bleeding furnace. And I went outside because I went to Tesco, and it was still hot then, even though it was raining, it was still bloody hot. Them two are still moaning about it being cold, and I feel like I've been trapped in Jeff's basement or something. It's stupid. Yes, life does do that. It does. Unfortunately, it does. It has a habit of doing that. And we understand that when it comes to doing streams and things. It's lovely when people turn up, but I'm 100% aware of the fact that life does get in the way. And I know that because I pledged to go into work on the 30th of August 2022, and look how that turned out. And even as much of a dickhead as I was trying to text me boss saying I won't be in, I'm on the way to hospital. I'll see if I can find those messages. They were hilarious. She got the idea that I wasn't right, obviously, because I was writing absolute bollocks, more than normal. Persistently raining in North Wales too. Now that is a surprise. Yes, I might be having hot flushes. It might be the male menopause, because let's face it, I'm exhibiting every single thing, every aspect of having a midlife crisis. Becoming a YouTuber and all that shite. I'm that far away from growing a ponytail and buying a sports car. Because that's what we do, isn't it? Us our fellas, apparently. Kirsty, no worries about not being able to go live earlier. Again, like we said, sometimes just things get in the way of doing these things. So with the best will in the world, the greatest intentions, you can't plan for everything. Something can crop up. Many things can crop up at once, and the next thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. You can't manage it. Where's the 20-year-old? We haven't got any 20-year-olds, have we? We're all our bastards here. Airing is a bit nice. Yeah, moon not charged. Despite the fact that I did find the cable. Again though, certain things have got in the way this week. Things have happened this week. Things have happened today. Lots of things have got in the way. Would it be sorry, I can't even speak English. With it being a Sunday, there are things that have to happen within the stream, of course. There's extra stuff that happens, so I've had to sort them out today. But I've been a busy boy this week. Doing stuff, racing backwards and forwards, picking my daughter up, dropping her off at work every morning. Things like that. Got a mouse for the laptop and got to set that up. There's a load of arsing round when it comes to streaming, it really is. But once you get them done in the first place, get them over and done with for like the very first time, then you should be easy just getting into it and scheduling and sorting out going live. That for me, I think it was probably the first 15 or 20 streams, finding out how I did things and what I needed. Even now, I mean, what's this now? This is 80 odd, isn't it? 80 odd for the 2-hour streams. And I'm still finding things that I forget to do, or things I forget to turn on, and things I forget to put into the system. But it gets easier the more you do it, it really does, so don't worry about that. Set up, sorted. Mandy, you've got 20-year-old clothes, does that count? Yes, it does. Does that mean you've got clothes that are 20-year-olds, or have you got clothes of a 20-year-old? Are you buying your stuff from Chelsea Girl? What else is all that them places? Oh, hang on, what's happened there? Everything just went off. Yeah. Are you buying your stuff from stuff where 20-year-olds buy their stuff? Is that what it is? No worries, Kirsty. If you need any help as well, just let me know. Yes, if the mouse is wired, keep it away from Joust. Definitely. Otherwise, it won't be working for much longer, will it? Obviously. Our Joust doesn't like wires. Oh, sneezies. I've got the sneezies, haven't I? I'm sure it's the hay fever or something again. Despite the fact that it's rained all day. There's still something out there that my body doesn't agree with. So I'll have to watch out for that. 81. No, it's not 81. It's higher than 81. I just got a notification that I'm live. Probably both. If you do want new clothing, the best place to get it, of course, the merch store. I am loving the stuff that's on there. There's more to come as well. And it's all just print on demand t-shirts, so you know, it's no big deal. Did I make tea? Yes, I did. It is in there. It is warm. The Erdinger is cool. We have hot and cold contrast. Kirsty, do you have a man drawer? Is that the same as a shit drawer? Because I know every house in the UK has a shit drawer, which is where you'll find batteries, McDonald's straws, screwdrivers. There used to be plastic bags in there. You don't see them too often these days, do you? A tape measure or two. A steel tape measure. A proper a tape measure as well for clothing. All that rubbish. You do, it's in a solid English oak unit. Now you are talking, that's proper. Solid English oak. I need solid English oak somewhere, don't I? Having made the bear's paws the way it is, I could do without having white stuff behind me. There should be proper wood behind there. There should be a wooden kind of vibe, shouldn't there? A more homely kind of vibe. Got 2 man drawers. Why are we discussing Kirsty's drawers like that? Clear it out and keep your wired stuff in there. I had to read that twice to make sure it wasn't weird stuff, but yeah. You should do. You need a wire drawer. A drawer specifically for wires. Steve-O, how you doing? Yeah, your live stream is still waiting for you. Is that still going? If people are watching that, you're getting bare watch hours here, fam. A drawer to keep men in, that's a completely different thing altogether. It is, Mandy. It is. That's a bit more dodgy, but I'm sure that happens somewhere in the world. You're doing that last night around 2 a.m, right? Yep. Mrs. Steve, don't forget our Helen, the Norfolk correspondent, doing fantastic work in the field, down in that there Norfolk there. It's like Spring Watch, only better, isn't it? Let's face it. And now we have to look at who's going to do the first shift tonight. Who's working tonight? Ali, how you doing? How's things, girl? How are you? How's it going? Yeah, Roy, what? Saphodemus and Pliers is up first. There you go, mate. There you go. You are behind the bar. Get your orders in. Our Saf's working. More family members arrived while you were getting the bookcase sorted. Again, don't worry about stuff like that. Don't worry about stuff like that. We know these things happen. Yes, of course. Steak and chips and a pot of tea for our Steve is right. Kirsty's still streaming. Joey, how you doing, mate? How's things? And of course, it is Kirsty's birthday. So, well, we've got a birthday tonight at the Paws. Olga has baked a very special cake. Jeff has provided some special candles. What do you mean, special candles? Jeff, these look a little bit dodgy, mate. What have you done with them? Oh, you absolute grade A thoroughbred dickbag. Never let the scorch marks out the hot tub. And you've killed 3 of the llamas. Idiot. Can't get your llama burgers here. Llama burgers, 2 for £5. Get them what they're lovely. I don't know, did that work? Could you hear it? Goedenavond, hadden we. Heb je een goede dag gehad? Is it a bushfire? We had problems with bushfires last week, didn't we? Whose bush was on fire last week? Was it Jackie's, wasn't it? Cupcake platter and orange juice and special smoke. Pint of orange juice and some cheese and onion crisps. Oh, by the way, on the subject of snacks, don't forget we've got Ninja Crisps, in ginger, wasabi, sushi, egg fried rice, sake or soy sauce flavoured. We also have Jeff's salted nuts. And he looks ripped there, doesn't he, our Jeff, with his Fabio haircut. He's still a big horrible blue bastard anyway, but apparently his nuts are very tasty. And we'll stick them up on the card behind the bar, so if anyone wants a snack, get yourself wired right in there. Louise, how you doing? How's the house getting on? You okay? They thought you were 30 but come round with no gifts. Tell them straight next time they come round. You want a new microphone, a new chair, lights, get your entire gaff sorted out as a YouTube studio. Mandy's been busy, of course, very busy. Mandy has provided Jeff's nuts. I'm very pleased with them because they do actually look like the proper stuff behind the bar. A fish finger butty and chips with a Kahlua for Mandy. That's a proper scran, that, innit? A muaddi with mint and lays, of course. Proper Irish style. Oh, and Ali wants it in the hot tub. Obviously wants it in the hot tub. Why would you not? We need a hot tub, don't we? Which just reminds me of something I needed to do last week, which I didn't do, obviously. Oh, and the sky is falling in. It is absolutely pissing down. The Irish Sea is currently falling from the sky. Heavy that, like. I think there's going to be thunderstorms later by the look of it. Man, you were playing with Jeff's nuts for days. You'd think he'd look more pleased, wouldn't you? Rather than look like a moody sod. A pot of chamomile tea and biscuits for Haddock. Oh, biscuits. I went to Tesco the other day and they had stroopwafels. Fantastic stroopwafels, which you might have seen in the RDA chat. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put them on top of your cup of tea or your cup of coffee and the heat warms them up. But of course, with me being a fat bastard, my massive big mug of tea, if I tried to put the stroopwafel on the top, it'd just jump in and go swimming, so I couldn't do that. I had to eat them without being warmed up and they were still fit. Oh man, I meant to get more earlier on, but I forgot completely. No mint and what are lays? Oh, of course, they're Tato, aren't they? Tato in Ireland. Forgot about that. You get plenty of them in Liverpool pubs, Tato crisps. Louise, a gallon of Singer beer and Monster Munch chutney. Oof. I have been on the Asahi alcohol-free lager, which is very nice, by the way. Completely unplanned, but I got myself Korean fried chicken, the proper KFC, obviously. Sushi, and I ended up getting a Asahi out the fridge, and I was proper full-on Oriental just for about 20 minutes, and then I went back and put my feet up. Just for that 20 minutes, though, I was purely there. Steve, oh, there you go. There's your invitation to the hot tub. How's your hands, Crankle? Is it all right? The walkers in disguise. Do you know what? There might be walkers in disguise, but it's when you see the name on the front of them, I'm sure it's something psychosomatic, but it makes things taste better. It can be the same rubbish in there, but just seeing that name, something more. It's more to it, isn't it? Louise, did you enjoy the air show? I'm looking forward to our air show this year. Hopefully we have a couple of good days for it. Is it still on? I don't know, I haven't even looked. Stroopwafels are the best when made fresh. Unfortunately, there's not many places, if any, around here that make them. There is a place called the Dutch Bakery, and my dad went in there one day and asked if they had any sausage brood. And they said, no, what's that? And he said, well, you're supposed to be a Dutch baker. And the fellow went, nah, from Ormskirk, mate. The name of the shop's the Dutch Bakery, but they had no idea what he was talking about, unfortunately. Jeff's nuts look very tempting. And also the pack of nuts. Jeff's nuts, I don't want to see what's below that, to be honest. That's been cut off correctly. We don't want to see any further than that with Jeff. There may be some Jeff merch appearing as well. He's gutted at the moment because Horace has got his tea, Kipper's Vindaloo's got his, and Jeff hasn't got any yet. And he reckons he's running the show, so, you know, you may see some Jeff stuff coming up soon. Joey, do you want to join Ali in the hot tub? We won't watch, honest. We won't need to. There's llama racing on fairly soon. Society brooches are a staple in Limburg. They were quite a staple in Overijssel as well, in Enschede. My dad used to love them. We've got sausage rolls in the UK, but he just said, do you like sausage rolls but extra? Thought that was good enough for me. I'll try one of them. Wow, man. That's something I do miss from living over there. I think he misses the grolsch being delivered by the milkman of a morning, which is unreal. Someone's offering free vasectomies in the parking lot. What a snip. What a snip. I'm embarrassed by saying that, to be honest with you. Can you have the drink without the mint and tato, cheese and onion? Whatever you want, you can have whatever you like. You know what this place is like. Louise, be right back. You need to get clean. You don't need to get clean here. We're used to a bit of dirty, aren't we? A bit of dirt. That is mighty fine stuff, that, by the way. Even though it is advertised by Jürgen fucking Klopp. Ali, you're going to have to wait for Thomas to come and join you. Yeah, he might arrive a little bit later on. I think he's polishing his snorkel at the moment. In preparation. Sticky back plastic, fake wood for the wardrobes. Don't change him, cover him. Funnily enough, Mandingo, I have checked that out. I have looked, but I want to try and find something that looks a bit either similar to the bear's paws or similar to my desk. My desk's a dark wood. It would suit being dark wood, I think. So, if I can find something, I'll stick them on there, and it might make it easier to have the. Oh, that reminds me, Joey, where are you from, mate? Where about in the US are you from? Because you can't see it at the moment because I've moved the camera around, but we have the United Wardrobe of America. And so far we've got Maryland, Nevada, Alaska, Illinois. We've got six states so far. Oh, and Ohio as well, because Lep was here one day. We've got 6 of the states. We need more. We need more going up. You can get all shades of wood. Can you get 50 shades of wood? Or is that sheds of wood? I think B&Q might do the sticky back plastic. Remind me later to sort that out. I will check that, because I think that pisses me off being white anyway. Just, I don't know. Just something about it just doesn't look right, does it? Not just on here, in general, doesn't look right. Even though I've got plenty of white stuff in the room, that just, nah. You could do them being darker. Yep, Saf's behind the bar at the moment, working wonders. Although the shift is coming up in 5 minutes, who is going to get behind the bar next? Who's going to work next? Oh, did I get your locker sorted? I did, and also forgot to upload it into the system. Otherwise, you could have seen what it looks like. Something else. I've got a to-do list somewhere, but I don't know where it is. I put it down, I can't find the bastard thing. But yes, you've got a brand new locker. All sorted. The bed is in there as well, just in case someone needs to lie down. That is proper moody out there now. No worries, Kirsty. I know being called for seems to be de rigueur at the moment. Happens to me all the time. He's only done 15 minutes. It's a short shift. Well, normally it goes till 8:30, doesn't it? My fault for starting late, I think, even though it started early. If anyone wants, Saf's got meatballs and curries in his locker. Meatballs and curry sauce in his locker. What's it doing in there? Get it out, man. So yeah, some stuff a lady needs her own private locker for. She does, of course. It is sorted. It is done. I'm not even sure. Did I send it to myself? Normally, whenever I make something, I send it to myself. But it looks like I haven't done that either. Because I'm fucking useless. Pay the outstanding rent. Oh, now. Do we want to know how much that is, or how it's being paid? Or is that something to sort out between you? Feckin' rent. Yeah, feckin' rent. We don't need no rent. One of the buffalo steaks going on the barbecue. Just warming it up now. A little bit of Bear Grylls there. Hoo-yah! Total carnage at the Canadian GP. Are we talking Formula One, or is that a doctor? The Toronto doctor who's turned up. I see you're not feeling well, eh? Or you left a gift to say thank you. You want to take it back now. Oh, you can't be doing that. Only water buffalo steaks. Is there too many of them? Are we trying to get rid of them? Are they abundant? Kirsty, you're waiting on your pizza. What pizza are you getting? Come on, let us know. What is it? Buffalo steaks. Never had buffalo. I have had ostrich. Was it alligator? Something like that. We were, of course, drunk. You'd have to be drunk to be eating stuff like that. During one of the Christmas markets in Liverpool, there was a burger place, but it was doing mad burgers. Burgers made out of weird stuff. And it was... The ostrich one was alright, actually. Didn't mind that. I can't remember what the alligator one tasted like, but... Alligator or crocodile, but yeah. Odd. Give it a go, though, don't you, when you've had a few beers? Being brave in front of your mates. I'll give it a go, mate. I'll give it a go. Ali is the gift floating. No floating gifts. No floating gifts. Crocodile tastes like smooth, slippery chicken. Like racing chicken. Is that what that is? You read that wrong, Ali. You thought you were the floating gift. Well, when you're outside in the hot tub, sometimes you are. The floating gift that keeps on giving. What's the weirdest thing anyone's ate? Must be some weird stuff. I haven't tried many weird things. Ostrich is best cooked low and slow in a stew. Can hardly tell it's ostrich. Apart from the 6-foot drumstick, like, you know, trying to munch on one of them. Saf, of course, is from South Africa. When he looks out of his front window, not the back, the front window, he sees ostriches, lions, cheetahs, buffaloes, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, the pyramids. Sees it all, man. sees it all. And the Nile runs past. And that's an actual fact. Ali, you've had cow foot and cow stomach. Again, have you had them, or is that some... Do you need a doctor or something? Did you have a week off work with that? Sorry, I can't come into work. I've got terrible cow foot. I tried to have a fortnight off work with Biffy Clyro. I have a particularly Biffy Clyro, but they saw through it. Grey squirrel tastes like shite. That's the old thing, wasn't it? What's got a hazelnut in every bite? Squirrel shite. Well, it should have been picnic. Don't be asking the lovely ladies that question, yes. There could be some very strange things the lovely ladies have had. Knowingly or unknowingly, Saf, either or, what is the weirdest thing you've eaten? For me, it probably is. It's going to have to be alligator or ostrich, because apart from that, I haven't really tried anything. I don't like the idea of octopus, and yet when we were in Tenerife years ago, in the salad, getting a bit of salad, and I thought, oh look, they've got purple, curly, whatever it is, salad leaves, and it wasn't. It was octopus, and I almost lost me ring. Nah, not my kind of thing. Had a week. You had escargot and frogs, redbuck, zebra, kudu, and such. Man, that's a lot going on there. I'm presuming, did you have them in Africa? Stuff like that. If you have a look later on, there might be lots of zebra hanging around. Because they have a tendency, when them and the llamas start fighting outside, sometimes they're either fallen. You might find some zebra outside. The cow foot very greasy, and the cow stomach very chewy. Ugh, man. Sheep brain and sheep tongue are delicacies there. My dad went to Morocco when he was playing for Middlesbrough, and they had monkey brains, which I don't think he really wanted to try, but he did. Chocolate crickets, I think he had as well, and dry roasted bees and things like that. So he's tried a few things. Monkey brains was the one that, well, you wouldn't really try it now, would you? And the soup with all the sheep's eyes in it. You know, he could eat lots, but he said that was a bit too much for him, that one. Nah, you're all right. You're not a fan of octopus. I don't know, there's something about it. Although, if you eat cow or sheep or pig, what's the difference between that and an octopus or a squid or whatever? I don't know, it's something in the mind for me. I don't know what it is. Mind you, I don't eat a lot of seafood anyway, despite living on the coast. Ali, do you need to get out the hot tub to collect all your own stuff? Nah, don't worry, I'll bring it, don't worry. How do you get a bit of whale in Iceland? You only realise later. Did you try any puffin while you were over there? Do you like a bit of puffin, don't you? Saf, you ate bronze whaler shark. Nice firm flesh and rather flaky. Is that the bronze whaler shark, or is that what you put on your latest dating video? Now I've got nice firm flesh, I'm just a little bit flaky, I'm alright. You imagine the zebra tastes like lasagna. I just thought it would taste like horse but minty. Because, you know, Everton mints and that are black and white, aren't they? Ali wants her stuff. Zebra just tastes like horse meat. Again, I wouldn't know, apart from the fact that, yes, Findus lasagnas were full of horse here for a while, weren't they? You left it by the tub with a bottle of bud. The puffin was very good, very dark meat. Does it taste ever so slightly fishy as well? Because they eat loads of fish, don't they? Zebra should taste like Everton mince. Although I prefer the Everton lady throwing Everton mince into the crowd before the game. Don't want to start throwing chunks of zebra. They still do that, by the way. Such an old tradition at Everton before the game. There's a young girl who dresses up in sort of 1800s clothing and wanders around the pitch throwing mints into the crowd. Nice little bit of tradition that I do like. The doggers have taken it. Right. I can imagine then dogging could be a very thirsty and a hungry kind of thing to get involved in. Because they look like they're getting rid of quite a bit of energy, aren't they, those doggers? So they must need a little bit of something. Something to perk them up. Didn't think it tasted fishy. So puffins should taste like Fruit Loops. They should. Crazy things, them puffins, aren't they? Settle your tabs, go on, settle your tabs. Who's up next? Who's working next? Go on, he's done enough. Who's going to take the next shift behind the bar? Who fancies earning Dwayne Eddy's, man? There you go, Mandy's throwing tips in. Marvellous stuff. You can hear the clink, clink, clink of the tip jar. Ali's going to jump behind there and have a go. Fantastique, fantastique, there you go. Get your orders in to our little ginger ninja. Don't annoy you though. Kirsty, you want an ice cold glass of Coke? Of course, ice cold. Anyone see the llamas? Only the ones that Jeff was selling earlier on. Jeff was making llama burgers because, you know, any opportunity you can to make a little bit of money, which is weird. Why does he need money? Why would Jeff need money? There you go. Yeah, Kirsty, no charge, no charge. And of course, because it's Kirsty's birthday, happy hour. Drinks half price all day. There you go. Can't say further than that. I think you just want a bucket of dark chocolate raspberry ice. Of course you can. Dark chocolate raspberry ice cream. Very nice. Same Maria and Coke with a dash of lime cordial. Lime in that. Speaking of weird things to put in drinks, there's a few things which I've come across over the years that have been a bit weird. My mum and dad went to St. Lucia, and one of the barmen that was there was a really, really nice fella. He said he fancied coming to England, so there was 4 or 5 couples from England that were over there at the time, and they all said, if you want to come over, you can stay with us, you can move from one place to the next, we'll look after you. So he come to stay with us in Southport for a few days. He went to Leeds, London and somewhere else, and didn't have to pay anything for hotels or what have you. Everyone took him out and made sure he was alright. But he used to drink, he'd get a beer, he'd get a lager, and he would put, I think it might have been a Cinzano Bianco in the top of it, and a handful of salted peanuts. And no one had any idea why he was doing it, but he loved it. And then, Steve might remember this, there was a footballer who played for Liverpool called Glenn Hussein, who was he Danish? Would have been only Danish. He played in the Netherlands and signed for Liverpool. And he used to come in our pub, and he'd have a pint of lager, but he'd pour a tomato juice in the top of that. The most fucking disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. Vile, vile thing. But again, he seemed to like it. Yeah, Kirsty, the doggers want to give you the bumps. Be very, very careful. You know what kind of bumps they were giving you. Yeah, you don't really get in the bums. Definitely not. Grey-haired. Well, yeah, exactly, grey-haired. Good player, actually, Glenn Hussein. The pub that we had, obviously being in Southport, lots of footballers live there. And with my dad being an ex-footballer, they used to go in and see him all the time. So, many's a day, the place was full of footballers. When they should have been at home behaving themselves, but they weren't. They were out on the lash. Barry Venison used to come in. Ronnie Whelan. Ronnie Whelan, good Irish footballer for you there, Ali. Very good player. As was Kevin Sheedy. Oh man, that left foot. Although he played for Ireland, he was actually born in Wales. There you go. Yep, Seth, what's your pleasure? The other pleasure. Ali's not going to reveal that one. Must be bad if you can't reveal it. Yes. What is your pleasure? It's annoying red-headed Irish lasses. Ali, how am I doing? I'm doing fine. I'm doing all right. Although my leg has been giving me all kinds of jip the last few days. I've got my knee brace on at the moment. I've had... Steve, I bought that freezer cold gel stuff. I've had that on. I've had my Voltarol on. I've been stretching. I'm doing all kinds of stuff and it's still painful. Unfortunately. But I've been using my left hand a lot more. Still tremory, still very, very weak. Still no control over it. But using it more, so hopefully the more I do use it, the better it'll become. See, I can even applaud and stuff like that now. Barry Venison, yes, lovely mullet. He did, I think he had, it was a proto mullet when he was playing then. That was 1991, 92-ish. In fact, it wasn't even a mullet, it was a moulet. That's how bad it was. It could be good, and that's why you can't say. Very, very good point. Yeah, Steve, do you want anything else besides our flame-haired, alabaster-skinned Irish goddess, as she likes to call herself? Voltarol and freezer gel, don't they cancel each other out? The freezer gel cools things down. Later on, the Voltarol has got something in it, hasn't it? Active ingredients that actually goes into the knee and gets rid of some of the swelling. That's the theory anyway. Why is there a tiger's cub in the toilet? Whoa, 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 what? What's going on here? Where is it? Where is it? Who's bringing tigers in? Can't be bringing tigers in. Little cubs, man. That sounds like a Jeff kind of thing, that, doesn't it? That's the kind of pet that Jeff would have. It's in the stall hiding. Oh, yeah. That's got Jeff written all over it. It's got to be him. Yes, hot, cold, hot, cold. Keep repeating it for muscle injuries. You do, because the hematoma that are within the muscles, the heat makes it expand, the cold makes it constrict. It keeps doing that and it crushes all the hematoma and lets the blood fly through the system. So you should always do that. My dad taught me that. He had to do that quite a lot, obviously playing football constantly and some kind of injury or some kind of pain. Although he got lucky really, he didn't have any major injuries. I think probably one of the worst ones was when someone stood on his face with obviously the studs cut him from there to there, and it was like a flap. You'd open up, you could see his tongue, his jawbone and his teeth and everything, and he needed plastic surgery and lots of stitches for that one. That when someone butted him on the pitch as well, head butted him, and then smashed his cheekbone and part of his jaw and things. So it's all had to be rebuilt, and he's got pins in it. So when there's going to be a storm coming, he knows about it because he starts doing that. His eye starts vibrating and things. Strange stuff. The magician left it behind. Are there any doves left there as well? Or if there's a lion cub there or tiger cub, are there any feathers left from doves or anything? It might be a magician, mightn't it? You sure it's a tiger cub? Could be someone ate a lot of hairy carrots. And we think it's the cub. What's the weather like here? It's pissing rain. Do you live next door or something? Because it is absolutely pissing rain here as well, Ali. Proper full on. Doesn't sound too windy out there, but it's very, very rainy. Seth wants battered sausages. It has stripes. Sounds like a tiger to me. It will get battered later. Ooh, sir. Be on your guard. Be warned. No rain in London. Ever. I'm trying to think. I've been to London quite a lot and I can't remember it ever raining while I was down there. Bizarre. Not even for football games during like February, March, December. When else did we go? Bizarre, man. Dry London. The dove is in my back garden on the swing. Did you see that fat bastard pigeon? All the little birds were like hanging around thinking this is great, the food's there, everything's fantastic, the weather's nice, we're going to get stuck in there, and that fat fucker turned up. Just sat on the swing, giving it one of them. Too heavy for it. Food flying everywhere. Scared all the little birds off. Came back as well later on, I found it. Gobshite. We don't want pigeons, we want more tits. Showers there since lunch. Yeah, I think probably the whole of the UK is covered, isn't it? Apart from London. That one big cloud. Yes, Mandy, were the doves crying? What did it sound like? Like not proper raining, but it's like drizzle but heavier. Yep. The thing that the Scots call dreich, which I think is a great word for it. Dreich and dreary. Doesn't rain as much as it used to and nowhere near as bad either anymore. Because climate change, the weather's changing completely. And even the weather changes from sort of one town to the next. You get each other's weather now. It's really weird. But obviously it does rain in this country. The unfortunate problem is we don't have any reservoirs anymore. Most of them got sold off. So it can rain for 80 days and 80 nights. And then we still have a house pipe ban. Druilerig, yeah. That kind of stuff it is. I do indeed, Mandy. I say that to all the girls. Yeah, it's never rained as much in recorded history as we've seen now in last October. It's mad. As I say, everyone's getting each other's weather, and it's bizarre. You say you got people saying there's no such thing as climate change. Well, our weather has changed completely. The overall temperature of the earth is hotter than it used to be. You can see it all around the world. It looks different. Someone put up the weather on the 6th of June this year, and next to it put the 6th of June 1944. So what was the difference in weather between this year and D-Day? And they were going, oh look, there's no difference whatsoever. And if you look at Northern Europe, sort of France, the UK, Netherlands, Sweden, Norway and all that, it looks exactly the same. And as soon as you start looking a bit further down and you look at Spain, Italy, and sort of Greece and what have you, they were all bright red compared to what they were back in 1944. The weather has got so much hotter in Spain, Italy, Turkey, Greece. We're going to have... The Mediterranean will turn into another desert. It's dried up before in the past. It will dry up again. There won't be a sea there anymore. It will dry up completely. Marvellous that, isn't it? That's if we're not all hit by the meteor first, of course. Happy birthday to our Kirsty, of course, happy birthday. Kirsty, your family is fucked off now, so you're happy. Brilliant. Get the champagne out. There we go. Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, Saveloy. Your wish came true. It is. Just sometimes there's nothing worse than family, as much as you love them. Because they just hang around constantly. No, go, go. I've had enough now. You are most welcome, Kirsty. Is Kirsty, are you our first birthday on alive? Apart from mine, obviously. Sure, isn't it? Actually, on the day. Oh, I don't know. Might be, it might not be. It did, it worked. Oi, oi. You lucky people. Yeah, like Christmas Day, nothing like being at home. Yes, play the happy birthday thing, you weren't concentrating. And for the people that weren't here at the time, do I need to... Well, we've got a birthday tonight at the Pause. Olga has baked a very special cake. Jeff has provided some special candles. What do you mean, special candles? Jeff, these look a little bit dodgy, mate. What have you done with them? Oh, you absolute grade A thoroughbred dickbag. Never let the scorch marks out the hot tub. And you've killed 3 of the llamas. Idiot. Can't get your llama burgers here. Llama burgers, 2 for £5. Get them what they're lovely. There you go, that was the birthday thing. Whoa. It's proper heavy out there now. Proper heavy. Thankfully I don't need to go out anywhere. Just slipped on the floor, the dishwasher is leaking. Oh man, your ankle. You need a little bit of help, you need some doctoring. Ali needs a little bit of attention. We're taking the candles out. Be thankful you can still have candles on your cake. I can't anymore. There's that many that the local fire brigade said it risks too much of a fire risk that I can't do it anymore. Can you hear that? I hope I close the windows in my car, otherwise I'm goosed la. Yep, needs helping. We've got a new llama fur mop. Not sure where we got them from, but there you go. A little bit of a llama fur mop, and there's loads of gloves there. You see, at least we are responsible. I mean, Jeff's responsible for the death of 3 llamas, but all the meat's being used, the fur's being used for mops. We're using the whole animals as it should be. Ali, you swear. We've noticed you swear. It's an Irish trait. Yeah, careful now. Down with this sort of thing. Grab your slippers. Definitely grab your slippers. That's what you need behind the bar. Whoever's buying Jeff's nuts, please stop. Oh no, Thomas, don't worry. You see, you'll notice that all that's coming out is his pecs. Luckily, it doesn't go further south. No one needs anything else like that. Oh man, I've just remembered there's other stuff that I should have sent through as well, and I didn't. Oh man, what a pain in the arse! I am so not prepared for this tonight. Yeah, and he was in the hot tub earlier, although I'm pretty sure she can get back in there at some point. As long as the snorkel has arrived. Oh, Ali's bought you a new snorkel. Very nice, very nice. The doggers have been making huge use of Jeff's nuts. They've been flying through them with reckless abandon. Show Thomas the nuts close up. Hang on. There you go. Jeff's nuts, man. Jeff's nuts. Imagine if that was the next bit of merch. Jeff's nuts. Weird. How's things anyway, Thomas? How's it going? How are we? I will sneeze tonight, by the way. I'm just warning you. I will try to remember that I need to mute the mic, not just go off camera, mute the mic. How's ting and ting? What's the weather like over on the oblong of dreams? I'm presuming it's the same as here, seeing as though you're only just down the road, really. Should have sent a single packet to Flash. You should have done. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I should have thought about that as well, to be honest with you. Sort the single packet out and I will add it to about the 900 million things I should have done today, but I didn't. Salted paradise nuts. Yeah, it's better than your buddy G's. Peanut dust from people just doing nothing. Is that any good? I've never got around to watching that because I'm not street enough, I don't think. I don't think anyway. I thought I was, but I'm not. It's a beautiful mild June evening on the oblong. It's 9 p.m. and light and absolutely chucking it down. That sounds absolutely identical to what it is in Puerta de la Suz, here on the Costa del Sefton. Look, oh, you can't see, can you? Right, I should have put I've got loads of cameras. Why didn't I put an extra camera up there where I could just show you straight out the window? I could do that. I might do that in future. We could have a second camera. Under your umbrella, Ella, A. You're the least street person in the world and you still enjoyed it. Well worth a look. I'll have to put it on my list. My list of millions of things that I will eventually get round to. Seems to be raining everywhere in the UK except for that London there. Do you know what the reason why that is, Kirsty? Do you know the reason why that is? It's your birthday. Can't rain on your birthday. It has to be a lovely day. A lovely evening. What are you having? Paradise nuts are real, by the way. They're like Brazil's, but soft, sweet and creamy. Jeff's trying to spin on his image. Do you know what? I think I've heard of those before, you know. They look the same, don't they? I wonder, does Tesco do paradise nuts? I know they do walnuts because that's me snacky scran of choice. Yep. The only crack is when you get out the hot tub and your Speedos cling a bit. You need to be careful wearing Speedos because if the initial S falls off, not good. Bit of Operation U-Tree there. Yes, like Ali, Kirsty, it's coming. Like a macadamia. If it rained, your family wouldn't have shown up in the first place. But, yeah, but... Ah, well. At least they've gone now. Cheers. I'm having my last airing. I have got some Asahi in that there fridge there. Getting very cold, which is nice. I had one yesterday. Oh, man. I might have more later. There'll be a second choice, but you're going to call them macadamia nuts. It's a bit too much like Matt Damon, that though, isn't it? Macadamia nuts. Who are you calling a horn polisher, Jeff? Do you know what? If the cap fits, mate, if the cap fits. Right, who's working behind the bar? Who's doing the next shift? Ali's done her turn. Who's up next? Who fancies earning some Dwayne Eddies? Kirsty, you can't work behind the bar. It's your birthday. You can't work on your birthday. To polish a horn, isn't that a guilty a pleasure? Daniel, how you doing, mate? How's things? Do you know what? Sorry, Kirsty, you can work behind the bar. And everyone can give you massive tips. Have I seen Spencer walking around? I haven't noticed him today yet, unfortunately. Thomas like a Jameson and ginger ale. You may come round and drink your 2 bottles of Erdinger alcohol-free. Bastard. I have got the alcohol-free Asahi I was saying earlier on. I accidentally went very, very Japanese. Well, Japanese. I was eating Korean fried chicken, sushi and Asahi all at once. It was lovely. Very nice, tasty. Kirsty can do what she wants on her birthday. She can. She can indeed. There's a picture of you from circa 20 years ago in a tight hot pink Asahi t-shirt. Did you go to Japan? Or did you know somewhere that did very, very strange and exotic beers at the time? You turn 36 today. That's a good age, 36. You can enjoy things. You can understand what life's about, but you're still young enough to remember stuff. You know, it's great. Pint of ale and whatever you want. Yep, that's the day for it. A proper pint of ale, and get your own. Yeah, age is old. Spinster age. You'd be putting a knife through footballs and stuff when they fall in the garden. Wait till you get to 45. Been there, seen it, done it. Wait till you're in your 50s, man. It can go that high. It can go that high. It can even go higher, unfortunately. It's weird though. I'm in my 50s and yet I don't feel in my 50s apart from the fact that None of me works. It's so strange. Look in the mirror and I don't see a 50-year-old. I see a very strange looking woman. Although, to be fair, that might not be a mirror. That might be a picture of the Mona Lisa. Ignore that. Yeah. Steve, you don't even remember 45. Was it the night you turned 45? Because I don't think I remember that either. I'm sure I was out for that one. Ali, sadly, you're that high but not that tall. Ah, well. What you lack in stature, you more than make up for in veracity. So, you're alright there. You feel every day after 19. It's strange, isn't it? I told my daughter this. She turned 18 in April. So once you get over 21, you will be surprised how quickly life goes. 21 is the age. As soon as up until 21, you're walking up the ladder. 21, you're going down the slide, man. Yeah, that's it, Kirsty. Instead of 36 years of age, you are level 36. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's there. There you go. Hang on. What's this? Oh, I say. An inflatable sheep with aftershock branding, and that is indeed a skin-tight Asahi t-shirt. I'm sorry, mate, but it's going up. There you go. There's our Thomas. Slamming the lamb. Were you on a stag do in Wales at the time? That's why Welsh lamb is so tender. It's been properly, fully tenderised before it even gets to the shops. Oh, yep, sorry, Steve, correct. Bit of matron. You were a student in Wales at the time. There you go. That's why. That'll be why. Mandy only has to look out of a back window and see stuff like that going on all the time. No worries, Daniel. Good to see you, mate. Take care as well. Did you go to Bangor? No, I just went to kiss her. Yep, you're too sexy for that sheep. Too sexy for the sheep. You're far too deep. I don't think I was ever that slim, to be honest with you. Well, probably when I was about 13, that was it. Beyond that, too big a chap. Although I was a 36 waist when I was 14, and I'm a 36 waist now. I'm in the exact same clothes I was in when I was a 14-year-old boy. Same size, not the exact same clothes, obviously. That would be stupid. I'd be wearing a shell suit, wouldn't I? And nicking hubcaps and things. Yeah, Ali was asking about getting to Bangor. Apparently you're welcome to Bangor anytime. Just need to ask nicely. Oh man, this is going down well. It's my last one. My very, very last one. It was Aberystwyth. You come back from months in Romania and was svelte. That's a good word, svelte. Live, svelte. Soon piled it on with the student ale, of course. My dad absolutely hated Aberystwyth. The Wrexham team used to have to go and do pre-season training there, running up and down Murder Hill. the big sand dune. Very, very famous. So the first couple of days, because you had the pre-season off, your post-season off, that was your first few pre-season proper hard days. Everyone was vomiting, throwing up everywhere, all over the hill. But it seemed to work because they kept on going, getting promoted and relegated and what have you. So yeah, not too bad. And in Pat Nevin's book, he talks about Chelsea used to go to Aberystwyth as well because John Neal, who was the manager at Wrexham, took over as the manager of Chelsea. And he signed my dad for Middlesbrough. He wanted to sign him for Chelsea as well. And we stood on the centre circle at Stamford Bridge with John and Ken Bates, who was the chairman at the time. And my half fella called him a second-hand car dealer, told him to fuck off, and then we got on a plane and went to the Netherlands instead, which was a fantastic decision by my dad. Careful behind that bar, definitely. Ali's in the VIP section, resting her ankle. We need a VIP section. The whole pub's a VIP section, to be honest, because you are all VIPs. Get your ankle up in the air. Oh, I say. Is that the dog who's been telling you that? Get it elevated. Yeah. Is the dishwasher okay? The shot glasses are missing. Ooh. Bates did look like a car dealer. He acted like one as well. I can't remember how much it was, but he said to me, Dad, how much is your house worth in Middlesbrough? And he told him how much. He went, all right, that'll get you a nice one-bedroom flat down here. Which you fucking what? It's a really nice house in Middlesbrough in a nice area. That's going to get you a one-bedroom flat. I then asked how much it'd be as his regular weekly wage would be, and he wouldn't tell him. So he asked him 4 or 5 times. He'll ask you one more time, how much will my regular weekly wage be? I'll get us into the first division and they'll sign you a blank cheque. And he said, well, you can fuck right off. Give us me expenses. And we got on a plane, flew to Schiphol, and we loved it. And I didn't have to have that vile football club's name anywhere near me. Saf, no worries, mate. Again, your mum's more important than we are. Don't worry about that. Put the towels down around it. What you need to do, what we always used to do in the pub, which I'm sure most other people who worked in pubs used to do as well, you rip open a crisp box, unbox it, make it flat, and you put them down, and that soaks up all the excess water. You walk on that so you don't slip. Used to do that all the time. Our Ali slipped and hurt her ankle. She never hurt anything else because it's not that far to fall, to be honest. You'll find it in the VIP section. Oh, you have to show where the games are on a new phone. Obviously, sort these things out. That turns it on, that turns it off. This is where the games are. That's all you need to know, really, isn't it? Stick the sambuca in a pour on and just pour it straight in your grid. There you go. Getting proper on it. Yeah, it's not a far way to fall, is it? Unlike myself. One of the problems of being tall, when I fall from my great height, and it fucking hurts. Which is why I've really got to be careful these days. I can drink alcohol if I want to, it's not a problem, but I'm in no rush to, and I don't really want to be getting drunk to the point where I might lose my, not my ability to walk, but my balance is obviously not 100% yet. I don't want to be falling over because I still can't put my arms out and help myself. in. Autocorrect does suck. It does. Why is the dishwasher making those weird noises? What have you put in there? What's people put in there? Have a look. See if the tiger's hanging in there. Is it the little tiger cub? Is that what it's in there? Bloody dishwasher. Do you know what though? It is a Sunday. So it's time for a little bit of Tales from the Crypt with Jeff. Here we go. Forget Clarkson. Welcome to series 1 of Narkson's Farm. Jeff is an absolute fucking narc. Look at him. Doesn't look happy there, does he? Sorting out the drainage in the lower field, digging it with his bare hands. Is that a Fast Show reference I see before me? Our beef comes with chilies built in. We don't piss about. He is ripped again there, isn't he? What the fucking state of him there, man? I'd like to know who it is who helps Jeff work out, because he's doing a good job there, isn't he? Yeah. Dishwasher's making weird noises because she's hungry. Check it out for a snorkel. Are snorkels dishwasher safe? Do you know, and don't know how to start with this. Do you ever remember the little magazines that used to get in the Mirror, where it had all the weird stuff, all the Billy Connolly stuff that used to be in there? Cut your own hair at home and the one big slipper and all that stuff. Well, there used to be, in those, there used to be penis expanders or enlargers, whatever they are, which was obviously you stick it over the top of it and then it's got a pump action, which is supposed to make it bigger. And on there it said dishwasher safe. Now, we were always reading these things, trying to find the worst possible thing you could in these magazines in work. And I forget who it was who found that one, but we just could not stop laughing at that one for ages. And then we moved on from that. And this is now a theory that I think we've all agreed on. The only person that would buy a yellow sports car is someone that would use a penis enlarger. So now everyone in work that was there that particular day refers to yellow cars as cock pump yellow. And people that weren't there have no idea what we're on about, but if anyone sees one goes past, look, cock pump yellow, and everyone joins in. Weird. Anyway, cock pumps are dishwasher safe, apparently. Who found that out? I do not know. Who would put one in there? I do not know, but they are. Just telling you. It's not the way to polish Jeff's horn. If you ask him nicely, you can do it any way you want. Wouldn't mind a bit of Jeff. He's looking hench, isn't he? Proper. Yeah, the doggers we use in the car park, we need to buy a dishwasher. So tell you what, go and get them, give them a shakedown. In fact, no, don't give them a shakedown. Just ask him for a contribution. In fact, no, don't ask him for a contribution. Get some money off them. Yeah, when we get a new one, we can give them that one. We can. Google it. Of course, Louise, Google it. The answer to everything. I've learned more through Google than I have through decades of schooling, easily. Ali wants a spice bag and Pleasex. What's that like? Pleasex? Is it a bargain? Coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's there. Be careful when you're Googling stuff like that, Louise. You never know what's going to come up, though. You never know what's going to come up. There could be all manner of things. in your history. Dishwasher fixing, it sounds DIY to you. I'm sure it will be. I bet you there's YouTube channels, absolute channels, that are dedicated to fixing dishwashers. Pub dishwashers, of course, are fairly hefty as well, aren't they? You've got detergents, you've got rinse aid, a lot of very hot water in there, and they are built to last. So if they are getting knackered, there must have been some very, very weird shit going in there. Dishwasher fixing is a domestic violence charge. It is. It does sound like something that you'd see on Cops, wouldn't you? Remember that years ago, Cops? Bad boy, what you going to do, all that gear. They turn up at a double wide trailer and there'll be some woman with a black eye and 3 teeth missing. He didn't mean to hit me. He's a good man. I was just fixing my dishwasher. How's my weekend been? Korean fried chicken aside. I have not launched a takeover bid for Everton. I am the only person in Christendom that hasn't. Maybe once I'm monetised, I can buy Everton. It seems strange. Especially given the fact that AJ Bell wants to go in with Dell to buy the place. Bell and Dell. Bit of Bill Hicks, it is indeed. It is Bill Hicks, isn't it? I love Bill Hicks. It's weird that he has to come all the way to the UK just to get a little bit of a reputation as being a decent comedian. Americans wouldn't touch him with a barge pole. You come over here, he was smashing it, and he looked at him, right, they must be doing something right. The Brits absolutely love him. Obviously, I think his humour was a bit more set up for the UK, I think. That confrontational anything goes at the time didn't seem to be a big thing in the States. It was a bit more safe, wasn't it? I mean, obviously it's changed now a lot more. And considering where American comedy came from, it was weird. How can you go from what they had to suddenly everyone dead safe? I hate that. Don't be safe. Push the boundaries. People like Lenny Bruce, know what I mean? If it's leaking, could just be a hose problem. Sounds a bit, a bit 50 Cent, that, doesn't it? Sorting out your hose. Cake all round. Watford making shares available to supporters, 2 for £5. Would not surprise me. Pint of Fanta as well. Yeah, Bill Hicks, the weapons catalogue is superb, and Goat Boy. Yeah. Even now, you listen back to him, I mean, he's been gone for a long time, but still relevant, all the stuff that he come out with. Fucking hell, man. It's still daylight. How can it still be daylight and it's pissing down there? Birthday cake all round. Yeah, seems to overvalue the club. He's still involved in it, isn't he, as well, Elton? I mentioned that on one of Angie's streams as well, a couple of weeks ago. My dad has met Elton John. My dad was completely naked when he did. True story. Elton John used to own Watford Football Club. He was the chairman. So whenever they played anyone, he would go into the opposition dressing room and go and meet the players. And all the players knew that, so they'd bring albums in to get signed and things. So he went in after the game and people were wandering around after getting out the shower. And my dad got out the shower, shook hands with Elton John. This is before he was gay, or at least before he came out as gay anyway. So no one was bothered in the slightest. But it's an interesting story, isn't it? My dad was naked the only time he met Elton John. There you go. Get met in the VIP. Is it genuine Colin the Caterpillar? Has to be genuine Colin the Caterpillar, otherwise we could have a lawsuit on our hands. We don't need that. Yep, sorry Elton, I guess that's why they call us the Blues. Poor old Elton. I don't trust Elton John. Apparently he's a really nice fella, but there's just something about him. He worries me, I don't know what it is. The same with Dave Stewart from the Eurythmics. Someone needs to give me a warning. I can't see Dave Stewart after 9 o'clock at night, otherwise bad things will happen. Bad juju will be afoot. Can't happen. He's a harbinger of doom. Do you know what I mean? Some people are like that. Devil's food cake. Jeff's horns have just twitched here and there. Oh, I'm going to have to go and... Vinnie Jones, a big Watford fan. I didn't know that. Vincent. Yeah, we're going to have to go and check out.
But Kipper's Vindaloo. It can't be good for you.
Bit of Kipper's Corner. I had to do this one. Tranquilised bear caught by rescuers as it falls from tree in Pennsylvania. Students and staff at a nearby school were told to stay indoors as officials rescued the bear after it had roamed into a residential area. Officials were forced to tranquilise the animal after it sheltered in a tree in Camp Hill near Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Students and staff at a nearby school were told to stay indoors during the drama, according to local news website PennLive.com. Wildlife officials worked with public safety and emergency rescue teams to safely capture the bear. Fire and rescue workers used a ladder vehicle to move closer to the animal so they could administer a tranquilizer shot. In the words of Shaggy, it wasn't me, although we look at him, he looks like he's still out there. What the fucking hell? What have you been up to there, Kippers? What have you been up to? Trampoline and bear, definitely. Half man, half basically have a song that opens quick, run, hide, here comes Dave Stewart. That might be where it's come from, you know. I genuinely, if I see like the reruns of Top of the Pops on Friday on BBC4, if it's after 9 o'clock and he comes on, he's a harbinger of doom, he really is. No good can come from seeing Dave Stewart after 9. Mars Ultras, he'll never make the station. I'll have to check that one out. Along with Ordinary to Enschede, of course, by the way. Which I had to explain to people how you pronounce the word Enschede. Because there was people on a lyrics site that were struggling to find the right way of doing it. Enschede was one of them. So now you're wrong there, mate. How do you know? Because I lived there, like. The same lyrics site also had Shack, Streets of Kenny, and they were going on about it's a wonderful lyrical ballad about wandering round the hills of Kilkenny in Ireland, just looking at the greenery and stuff like that. And I said, nah, mate, it's not. Mick Head, the lead singer, was a heroin addict. It's him walking around Kensington and Liverpool trying to buy drugs, and I think it ruined the entire vibe for people. But got to be honest, haven't you? Know what I mean? If that was Florida, they would have tamed the bear and taught it how to drink. They would have done. Florida man is famous for stuff like that. Maybe it was a Florida bear. I reckon there's been Florida guys on a road trip who took it with them, and he's just got a little bit too drunk and they've let it out. See, when you were at high school, you got told to stay in your classrooms because a lion had escaped from the zoo. What? That. I bet you as kids as well, you're like, let's go and have a look. Let's go and check it out. Nah, don't go and check it out. Stay where you are. What version of Torn you added? Edna Swap. What? Is that Torn by the one that Natalie Imbruglia did a cover version of? Is that the one? Was that the original Edna Swap? They were trying to move it when it woke up. Fucking hell. Was it feeling cranky by any chance? Woke up thinking it was on the Serengeti playing, looked around, it was in the middle of bleeding Norwich. Right, I'm going to punch someone here. The lions punch people, they don't do they claw them. Go ahead, you bastard. That is the one, right. Not a lot of people seem to realise that the version she did was a cover version. Natalie Ironbrew Leah. The Jungle Book came to life, absolutely. One reason why we shouldn't be arsing around doing that with zoos and circuses and things, leave them alone. Unless you're actually doing some conservation work, don't just have them somewhere so you can go and see them. Saf, of course, is sat there thinking, what's all the arsing around? Why is people worried about lions and tiger cubs and things? He wrestles with them all the time. Just go into the shops for milk to fight your way past lions, don't you, Saf? Come in with a few scratches on your face. Fucking lion jumped out at me. Go on. Has anyone listened to the Tenacious D song yet? It has been on, I think. Has been on. There is something that I want to try at some point as well. Apparently, and I don't want to go into too much of technical side of things here, but apparently what you can do on OBS, you can split the audio into channels. I think there's 6 available channels. So what you can do is you can have your desktop audio where you can play Spotify on like channel 1, and you can have your YouTube video on demand, what records, you can have that on channel 2. So you can play music that all you can hear, but when the live goes to video, it doesn't have any of the music in it whatsoever. So it might be worth having a try of that one night. See how many songs we get away with before we get kicked off air. But I might try it just to see if it works. Might not do it, might work. You never know. Ice pack for Ali. Ice cold in Ali, of course. Did a load of women try and turn the lion into a pet. Women aren't that stupid. Men, on the other hand, would be that stupid. Yes, fucking her gently. We know that one. Pure Compassion. Isn't by Transistique. Isn't that the scousest sounding song in history? What have you got on the dukey there, lad? Transistique, Pure Compassion, lad. Lions and leopards are fine. If the meerkats you've got to watch out for. And of course the honey badgers. Oh man. Did he try and sell you insurance in a very, very borderline racist Russian accent? Alexander the Meerkat, of course, voiced by Simon, what's his bleeding name? Alan Partridge's Geordie mate. I should know his name, shouldn't I? But the one who plays Alan Partridge's mate in Alan Partridge, the Geordie fella, that's him doing that. In case it comes up in a quiz, you know, pub quiz. Ali, you listen to most of the songs on Spotify. Do you mean on the Bears Paws playlist, or do you mean on the whole of Spotify? You've listened to almost every song on Spotify. Because fair play to you if you have. That takes some doing, that, like. That song always makes you laugh. In a bad mood, put it on. Feeling upset, you put it on. And it makes you feel better. Does anyone else have a song like that? Let's get involved in the chat. What song cheers you up, no matter what kind of mood you're in? Hi, Mr. Partridge. He's brilliant, him, isn't he? Hoying monkeys into the sea. Partridge, man, mad. It's funny seeing some of the reactors watching that for the first time, not quite knowing what to make of it. Although they all get used to it eventually. They all get used to it. It's funny watching. Boomer was watching Paul Smith, the Scouse comedian, and why is he speaking with a really high voice, mate? You don't know Liverpool, do you? We all talk dead deep, and then all of a sudden, once you get excited, it goes sky high. On the Bears Paws, Dukey Ladders, right? Killer Queen by Queen. Not a bad shout, that one. Mr. Blue Sky, but usually with Baby Groot dancing. My friend sent me that. I think she was delighted with it. I love that song, Mr. Blue Sky. I love the fact that it's in that one song they have more chords than the whole of I don't know, Kings of Leon's back catalogue. Kings of Leon have only ever used 6 chords in their entire history. There's about 27 chords in that one song by ELO. But here's the follow-up question to that. Is it Electric Light Orchestra or Electric Light Orchestra? You don't have a favourite like many songs. There are some songs that will just immediately lift your mood, has to be said, isn't it? Enter Sandman will always put a smile on your face. Is that a song, Steve, or is this an outdoor dogging position? Are you not sure which song, but Arthur, the OG film, is that when you get lost between the moon and New York City? Is that Christopher Cross, was it? When you get caught between the moon and New York City, that's it, isn't it? The best that we can do is fall in love. Yeah. Good tune now. And Arthur, the original Arthur film, is absolutely incredible. Don't you hate Perry's wife? I've got that. That's on one of my lists. The films that I've bought so I can stream at any point. I bought Meatballs as well the other week. I still haven't got around to watching that. I will have to. I love Meatballs. What a film. What a film. More ice packs in the freezer. Arthur's Theme is the name of the song. How the fuck didn't we get that? But yeah, sure it was Christopher Cross, wasn't it? I can lend you the freezer gel. I can. It's not to hand, but it is here somewhere. It might, in fact, no, it's in the front room. I've got more Voltarol over there, but the freezer gel and the other Voltarol is in the front room. Get a pillowcase with some ice. Yep, definitely worth doing. Meatballs. Yes, Steve, it's Bill Murray. It's I think it was 1980, or early 80s, very, very early 80s. I'm sure it was 1980. About going to a camp, the summer camps that they have over in the States. It manages to be uplifting without being overly schmaltzy. I think it was Bill Murray's first proper film that he did. He was doing Saturday Night Live, and whoever it was that made it asked him to come in and do it, and he just turned up in what he was wearing that particular day and just started improvising loads of it. Really funny, great film. I like it. And it was one of the films that we had in the Netherlands. One of the few English language films that we had. So I watched it over and over again to the point where even now, 40 years later, whatever it is, I know every word to it. It's absolutely amazing. Yes, Voltarol is the same as Voltaren. In the Netherlands, it's also called Voltaren. Spaceballs, yep. Someone was having a go at that today on Twitter, saying, why do people say it was funny? It wasn't funny at all. Piss off, mate. Humour's subjective. It is funny, definitely. It is the same stuff. It's got an active ingredient. Diclofenac or diclofenac, isn't it? That's the stuff. So you have to be careful with it. You can't have too much of it, otherwise your eyeballs can fall out. I don't know. What's the side effect of using it? No idea. Although if you have a look on the side of headache tablets, side effects are it could cause headaches. The fucking hell's the point? There you go. Proper full-on stuff. There you go. There's food and drink everywhere there. A basin of warm water might be nice for both feet, it is. As Steve said, a little bit of hot, a little bit of cold, and then contrast one to the other. Always works wonders. Should watch Braindead, the bloke that directed Lord of the Rings' first film. I will try that. It's hip to be anti-Jew at the moment. It's horrific. No need for it. I mean, obviously, Israel are not being particularly nice at the moment, but that's not all Jews, man. It's horrible. People need to be nice to each other. Stop being horrible. Stop being... It's just... We only get one life. Live it nice. Live it right. Most common side effects of paracetamol are headache and stomachache. They can last up to 3 months after they stop using it. I didn't know that. I try not to use too much. If I have to take medication, I will do. I mean, I have to take pregabalin for the nerve pain and what have you, just so I can actually push myself and use the hand and what have you. But if I can manage to get away with not using paracetamol with a headache, I'd rather not use it. If you don't need it, don't take it. It's the main thing, isn't it? How are the animals? Yep. Oh, you said you're having days off, didn't you? A very busy week ahead of you as well. Not wasting your time like I did the last couple of days. The doggies are okay, that's good to hear. Went on a hike this afternoon with Arvin. Very nice. And tomorrow you're taking Lego for man trailing class. Brilliant. Get out there, a bit of fresh air. Yep, Saf, Ali needs help carrying the basin. You're planning to sleep in for a bit in the morning, Hadwig. You deserve it. Make sure you do it. Definitely. And drink water for a headache. Rehydrate. Apparently, I can't remember the actual figure, but it's something stupid, isn't it? Like 90% of all headaches are not actually headaches, they are dehydration. So you don't need to take pills. Just have a drink. Water. Plenty of water. And then if you've still got one an hour later, maybe then think about taking pills. Yeah, relax, man. Saf's on the job. Right, we've had the other two, so... Well, that was fairly straight, that one as well, wasn't it? Saf, you got to go now. No worries, mate. Get your head down. Have a decent sleep. Emil, how you doing? How's things, mate? How's things in Finland? Is it raining? It's still light here. It's still light, but it's still pissing down. Ciao, ciao for now. Drink water if you're hungry. Yeah, a lot of times if you feel hungry, you're actually thirsty. Absolutely 100% right. Also, if you're losing or trying to lose weight, drink water because, as you say, sometimes you're not actually hungry, you're feeling thirsty. But if you are feeling hungry, just feeling full a lot of the time can make you feel slightly satisfied, slightly sated. Welterusten Saf, inderdaad. Black Russian and some of Jeff's nuts. That's right, manly. It's rained the whole day and you're doing alright. Emil, it sounds like you fit in very well with the rest of us. As it seems to have rained everywhere apart from London. And of course, where Saf is, if you look out of Saf's front window, the Serengeti plain is there. and the Sahara Desert, and the Nile, and the whole of Africa. So apart from there and London, everywhere else has had rain. But it could be worse. It could be snow, it could be ice, it could be really windy. At least a little bit of rain. It'll be sunny tomorrow, so everywhere will be green. I'm presuming it'll be sunny tomorrow. I haven't actually looked. No, maybe not. Rain until 5 in the morning. Oh, actually, it's going to be quite nice tomorrow until be a bit cloudy around 6. Tomorrow looks okay. I'll settle for that apart from Thursday onwards. Absolutely ridiculous. Thursday onwards, just an entire week of rain. Heavy rain. Because it's the UK, man. Know what I mean? Pissing down rain there as well in Norfolk. Exactly the same, mate. I think we're going to have one of those weeks where there's just a cloud parked above the UK, raining non-stop. Yep, some birthday cake for you there, Emil. It's Kirsty's birthday, Rabbit Hole Library. It's her birthday today, so she's providing cake. And we're having a party. Helen's got the week off. Oh, man. What a week to have off. At least she can get in the garden now. Get out there bird watching. Get Merlin on the go. See what's around and about. Louise, it's going to stop raining when your roof goes on. Oh, man. I bet you can't wait for that. That's going to be a fantastic day. When the roof's on, the windows are in. The kitchen's sorted. That's the thing, isn't it? Once you get the house sorted out, as long as you've got the front room, a bedroom, the kitchen and a bathroom, you don't need much more. You have loads of different rooms that can get done as and when, but you need those main things. This has been the best part of your day. Oh, that's lovely to hear that, Kirsty. It's lovely to hear. We try at least, don't we? We try. We'll try and make it something nice for you. Is the moat now a lake? Is the house now just, is it stuck in the middle of a lake? It'll be like that here soon. As I've shown before, haven't I? I showed you the map of the UK and what's going to happen with a very, very modest rise, sea levels. Where I am now, I'm going to be 30 metres below water. Looks like an above ground pool. Oh, man. They need to hurry up, Louise. They need to hurry up and get yourself back in there sorted as soon as possible. I was hoping for the Euro Millions win this week. Never happened. There's loads of places around here. I wouldn't mind buying a little, a small holding. Not a farm, but a small holding with a little bit of land and a spare outbuilding that can turn into a proper full-on, full-size Bears Paws pub with cameras everywhere and real beer, alcohol-free, obviously. Yep, there you go. Throw some coins in. It can be a wishing well for you. Right, who's working at 10? We need to sort this out. Kirsty's been on for about 6 hours so far. Who's going to do the next shift? Or is it going to be me? Am I going to do it? Oh man, pre-order next Call of Duty. Fuck's sake, mate. I've barely played this one. I've had to buy a new battle pass for this Call of Duty. I bought one for the last one, which was, I think it lasted 2 months at a time. I think I played about 4 games. Stupid. But I will buy the new one, obviously, because I am that stupid. Gives me something to work forward to as well. As long as the tier isn't alcohol free or you're not coming. No worries. It will be proper, full on, decent. It'll be grand. Real tier. Oh, last orders bell. I wonder, will that be the last for the night? 11 in chat and 13 likes. We're doing well there, aren't we? Getting closer and closer to that magic 3,000 as well. But you will get more ninja lives and you will get more bird cams, hopefully. Got to keep on pushing it. Free, obviously, if it's a lottery win. If I ever end up buying a small holding because I've got loads of money, you're all invited and all the ale will be free. Don't worry about that. Definitely. I would love somewhere like that. There's some nice places around here as well. I wouldn't mind a little bit of land that wouldn't be used for farming but could be turned into, I don't know, wild meadows, wildflowers for bees and what have you, but just proper meadowland they can go for a walk in without being worried about other people. Go and sit under a tree and write poetry. Would your piece of string reach Southport? It's only down there, man. Fair even. Not that far away. Anfield. No. Much nicer land than that. Much nicer land. Although we did win our first title. Our first league title was won at Anfield. Before they even existed. Our winning stuff predates them even being a football club, so yeah. I'm happy with that. Yeah, but where I am, because I'm on the outskirts of Southport, just sort of behind us here, there's another little bit of an estate that was built up, but behind that, it's just farmers' fields as far as you can see until Ormskirk. Loads of places, looks really nice. Nice to go for a drive during the summer. And it's only literally minutes out of the town. It's lovely. I'd like somewhere like that. Still just round the corner from where everyone else is. The shops are just there, but literally just minutes away and you can be in the middle of nowhere. It's marvellous. Someone in your household is going to the tin mine this week to see Taylor Swift. Oh, does it get any worse than that? Going to stand in front of the hill of piss to watch that half-wit. Oh, man. There you go, that's a question. Steve-O, ask Helen if she was knitting something for herself and made a mistake. Would she unpick 13 rows or would she just carry on with it? What would she do? Judging by that question, have you made a mistake by any chance? 13 rows back? Is that what you're trying to tell us? Is it just a knitter that you need to speak to, or is it all of us? Because I would say carry on with it. To hell with the consequences. Especially if it's for yourself, you know what I mean? If it was for someone else, you'd unpick it, wouldn't you? I think. Balls to it, we're having a lock in. Good, yeah. Good point, Louise. Are you singing, Ali? Are you singing to the jukebox or to Taylor Swift? Because one of those is okay, but not both. Helen would unpick it. She has in the past. Mandy is going with option. Ooh, are we thinking A or B? I'm thinking option. Crack on with it, Mandy. She's wholly invested in Taylor and the gig. There's a bracelet making, swapping culture with the fans. Copites to gobshites and EFC bracelets are being made. Alright, do you know what? I can take that. I can settle for that one. I don't mind now. Yeah. Well trained, well versed. Thankfully, I'm really, really thankful of this. I was worried that my daughter would continue being into that kind of popular music. She was obsessed with One Direction for ages. And even when I was talking to her, we'd sit on the sofa and talk about stuff, and I was like, you'll fall out of love with One Direction. No, I won't ever. You will. At some point you'll start getting into more serious music. What do you mean? They're the best band in the world. Alright, yeah. Until I bought her that guitar, and then within the space of 6 months, her favourite band was the Arctic Monkeys, and she loved Oasis. I was like, right, your style of music has changed slightly, has it? So now, when I pick them up in the car, if I've got the Smiths on, Aaron and me to sing along to the Smiths, knowing every word. It does change, hopefully. But I'm pleased with that. She's not really into football, so we can't have discussions about football, but she can ring me up and start talking about guitar pedals. It's like, have I got her into Radiohead? Not yet, although she loves Paranoid Android. So I was like, that's a good place to start. Bit by bit, I've done playlists on Spotify with loads of things that I thought she might like on the back of Oasis and the Arctic Monkeys. And she likes a lot of that. The Smiths she really loves now. So I'm trying to get her into Shack, Echo and the Bunnymen, Pale Fountains, all that kind of stuff. Radiohead, Super Fairy Animals, Divine Comedy, Supergrass. I'm also trying to get it into the point where it's not Oasis or Blur, it's you can like both. So slowly, she's getting into a lot of the stuff that I liked. Still haven't managed to get into the Cocteau Twins yet though. When the Radio 1 big weekend came to Norwich, it was Taylor Swift followed by the Foo Fighters. Man, that is mad, isn't it? From the ridiculous to the sublime. Louise, your brother went to see the Smiths before they got really famous. Reckons he bonded with Johnny Marr. Man, I am so jealous. So jealous. I didn't manage anything like that. I seen Blair back in 1991. There's No Other Way had just come out and hadn't quite been the hit that it was going to become. So there's only 500 people at Liverpool University, Mountford Hall. That was good. The Stone Roses, Spike Island, but that was always going to be a massive gig. I didn't really manage to see bands before they got famous. Just because of when it was. Super Fairy Animals, I love, yeah. Never cracked Shack. You should do a Boss Band Shack. Water Pistols Boss and HMS Fable is one of those famous albums. Should have been bigger than it was. Also, sticking with the Merseyside sort of band theme, Smaller are brilliant as well. Diggsy Deary, who the song Diggsy's Diner from Oasis was written about, is a genius. That album, Noel Gallagher appears on that album. Badly. Great album. He appears on it. That should have been massive back in the mid-90s. They should have been a massive band, but weren't. Mountford Hall, fantastic place. Love that. A t-shirt had a gladiola in it. You didn't even get it until you saw Morrissey on Top of the Pops. Oh. That always reminds me of Netherlands again, because we used to have a VHS recording of loads of Top of the Pops, and How Soon Is Now I think was on there, which I loved. How do we get off to bed? Oh, off with the doggies and then to bed. No worries. Welterusten. Tot ziens. Dank u wel. Yeah. That time at Top of the Pops, that video that we had, there was loads of like bang average stuff, I thought, but also at the same time, things like, who else was on there? Killing Joke, Love Like Blood. Man, just seeing Jez Coleman with those mad eyes and dead thick eyebrows, was like, what is this? I don't know who or what he is, but I want to hear more. Blair's drummer bought a country house near you. Does he live in a very big house in the country, and became a Labour councillor in Norwich? He's going for the, he's standing for Parliament, isn't he? He's in this election coming up. I've seen that. Dave Rowntree. He can fly, can't he? Dave Rowntree. He was always slightly older than the other lads. Always slightly older. It's a fucking stupid thing to say. If you're older than someone, you will always be older than them. Unless, obviously, they outlive you, but, they're all still alive, so. They were great as well, Blair. Just so much energy. 500 people. 500 people that wanted to be there because they liked the music. Not 4,000 people being there because they saw them on Top of the Pops or something. Proper gig. I remember I dropped my mates off in Garston and Allerton and drove back to Southport in my fella's shitty Cavalier SRI, which we hated after getting rid of the XR4i. Oh, Ali's doing it fantastic. Thank you, Ali. I drove home and I remember I was listening to Mixed Up by The Cure, which is without doubt the best remix album I've ever heard in my life. Loads of remixes on there, but they all seem to suit perfectly well. What an album that is. He sold his house there and moved back south to be an MP. Not the only rock star who wants to be an MP as well. Is it Ollie? Is it Ollie Ball from Gomez? Is it him or is it one of the other lads? It's Tom Gray. Tom Gray from Gomez, good Southport band. He wants to be the MP for Brighton, doesn't he? Or a part of Brighton anyway. Ali the karaoke queen, yeah, Tom Gray. Gomez are one of those bands that more people should know or should be into. They used to play the Coronation pub when my mate used to run it. They play for virtually nothing just to get a bit more practice and what have you, and playing in front of a bit of an audience. And I think that lasted all about 3 or 4 weeks, at which point they were playing in front of tens of thousands. What a band they are. Yeah, there's a few celebs that were older than you when you were a teen who now say they're younger than you are now. Yeah, but you know what that's like. You're a singer, don't forget. You know what you singers are like. It's not just music either that works in. Works the same in football. We signed Yakubu when he was 25 years of age, and then we sold him 6 years later when he was 28. Know what I mean? Do these celebrities, do they all tend to have suspiciously dark hair? I love those rock and roll stars from yesteryear. The fellas, wrinkled faces, Botoxed, but you can still see the wrinkles, and the hair is jet black, and you think, right, come on. Just grow old gracefully. I don't dye my hair, honest, I don't dye my hair. Fuck off, mate. You can't even go out you couldn't go out in the rain because it'd be dripping down you. Like Cherry Blossom. Remember him in Liverpool, Cherry Blossom? Used to dye his hair with Cherry Blossom, and as soon as it was raining, it was pouring down the side of his fucking head. Yeah, take a bar stool with you and sit down for your shift. That you can do. Yakubu was an absolute baller. What game was that in where he shoulder charged someone, and I think they're still moving now? Mad, just absolutely caned whoever it was. Yeah, Nwankwo Khan, who was in his 40s, absolutely. But as long as he could play, as long as they were fit enough to play, it doesn't matter how old you are, really. I mean, I'm 51, I could still do a better job up front than Beto for Everton. Well, maybe the strokes put me back a couple of years, but I get in there, put my foot in, get amongst it. Can't be standing on one foot, Ali, can't be doing that. You're not a flamingo, girl, you're not a flamingo. Yeah, when he put 2 on the backside, what a player he was. His exploding Achilles heel didn't do him any good whatsoever, obviously. Took him so long to get back from that injury. It's a shame that footballers at the absolute peak of their ability and something like that happens. So for the snacks, you can just have what you see. You can't be hopping up and down. That's fine. Don't worry about that. If you reach upwards, you can still grab hold of Jeff's nuts. So you'll be alright. Just reach up, have a tickle and see what falls down. Isn't it marvellous? Was it Moyes who almost got himself into trouble as well with that? When he was talking about someone, he said, he's 22, yeah, but he's a Nigerian 22. Fuck, what, you can't be saying that, mate. You can't be saying that. Even if that's what you talk about in the director's box, be careful signing this player. He might be 22, but he's a Nigerian 22, right? But don't be saying it out loud. Jesus, man. Do you ever remember that young lad who played for Inter Milan's youth team? Sure, it's a very, very famous young man. He's supposed to be 15 or 16 years of age. He looks like Bill Cosby in his 60s. It's fucking mad. How can he be a kid? Yeah, footballers don't still have nicknames like Chopper or Bites Your Legs. They don't. They're definitely not. Do they have nicknames anymore? Or is it just the standard Jonesy and Smigger and all that kind of stuff? Steve will need to help you. He will help you. He's a good one, is our Steve. You know that. You can count on him. Yeah, Jeff won't mind. Just don't tell Olga. We don't want to hear it on the case. These redheads can't be bloody trusted. Moody little sods they are, aren't they? Olga needs to start getting back in the studio as well. We need more music. Definitely. I enjoy doing that. But I need to get the keyboard out, don't I? And the door. DAW, not the door. Record some proper stuff. Homemade proper stuff. Not AI. Properly homey madey stuff. Might be able to finish it off with AI. Because you can do that now. You can put little clips into Udio. I think Suno you can do as well. And then it will make the rest of the song for you. But then you got to watch out with stuff like that, because all these AI things, to cover themselves, they're saying that they own the copyright to everything you do, while at the same time they don't own the copyright to anything you do. And they can check out anything that's on your phone or on your computer. It's all very, very dodgy. She was chopping up a buffalo with a broadsword yesterday. She was. Our Olga. Fucking hell, man. Evil. Oh. Steve, close your eyes and put on your headphones and say nothing. Do we need to worry about this? That is still red hot. It is Sunday, isn't it? Let's have a look. Is it coming up? Is it coming up? It's there, yeah. Right. Red Dwarf is 1 o'clock. Man. Why is it so bloody late? Are you going to be gentle with nuts of any kind, unless otherwise stated? I had to read that twice, I thought it salted. Yeah, I'm going to get the keyboard out. Visions of Frank's side button. I would settle for that at the moment. At least he could play. Or John Shuttleworth. David O'Doherty. I should be able to play. Why can't I play keyboard? Seriously. I've played music since I was a teenager. I should be able to play keyboard. I should have learned by now. If I had a set of drums, I reckon I'd be able to play drums within a couple of months. Keyboard though, I've got a keyboard here and I still can't play it. Just I can't get my head around it. Sunday all day until it's not, correct. Ali's got the touch of a midwife. Absolutely. Is 1 a.m. late or early? It's both. It's both, isn't it, Louise? It's late because it should be on at midnight, but it's also early because it's early hours of the morning. It used to be, when I was in the hospital, I used to look forward to Sundays because from whatever time it was, I'm not sure if it was even midnight. I think it might have been 11 o'clock back then. You'd have 3 episodes of Red Dwarf. So I took best part of 2 hours with the advert breaks, and I could watch that, relax, fall asleep, and then I loved it. It was my little chill vibe on a Sunday. And then when I got home, they started showing it at midnight on the Saturday and Sunday. Might have just been Sunday. But even then, midnight, 3 episodes, fall asleep as soon as it finishes. MASH during the week, Red Dwarf at the weekend. And then they stopped doing it and started putting it on at 1 o'clock in the bleeding morning. Why? 2 episodes at 1 o'clock. Fucking stupid, man. It's too late. I'll have to text Jess and find out what time I'm taking her in the morning as well. 8 o'clock sounds right in my head, but I'm not sure. Just to make sure. You're midway up to Steve. Reckon, Ali? Midway up. Interesting. And depends if you're getting up or going to bed. Two sides of the same coin, but they are completely different, aren't they? If you're still up or you just got in, it's not a problem at all. If you're getting up early, it's early. Your ankle's not too bad now, so that's good. It is fantastic. Keep the ice on it though. Don't let it start swelling. We don't want that to happen. That would be nay good. Do you know what? I'm getting knackered now. I'm probably getting tired, so I'll start looking at calling it a day, I think. I would love to continue longer, but I'm starting to feel it slightly, I think. I hit me 365 days with Duolingo though, so I've done a full year. Which is marvellous. Marvellous. Oh, yeah, I'm getting tired. I need to put my feet up, have a relax, and have a nice glass of alcohol-free red wine. I think I deserve it. And I need to start making my list. I've got stuff I needed to do this week and I've forgot how to do it. I've even got stuff on my phone that I should have sent into here and I didn't, which is a sign that really I need to have a sit down. Yeah, leave them wanting more, as always. So thank you all. It's been fantastic as always. Great to have had a birthday on the stream as well. We like that. More birthdays on streams, please. Yeah. Cheers as always. Glad you're not still at the going out stage, coming home at 5 in the morning. Yes, I'm the same, apart from the fact that I have to taxi instead, so it's 6 o'clock in the pissing morning. Thanks, Ali. Thanks, everyone. You've been fantastic as always. Pip, hello and goodbye. Sorry, mate. I do apologise, but I'm absolutely shattered. So, cheers, everyone. Pip, go and have a look for the llamas. There's loads out there.
You start making your way outside now, folks, please. Come on, let your feet hit the street. Do your talking while you're walking. It's a pub, not a club. So what, mate? Change for the condom machine. Go and see the lad behind the bar. You better be quick as well. No, what I mean, getting your change, no. Just go and sort it out, lad.
And that is that.
Hoo-yah!